RealToon, it's some real money in the room.
The people's champ.
Big facts. Big facts.
Terrance Gangsta Williams.
In the building.
AKA
OG Giggity, aka Mr. Answer Right Back, aka the people's champ.
Since the last time we sat down, a lot has transpired in the news.
Mm.
I believe the Cash Money Tour was getting ready to start. Well, it started, it happened, and it's continuing, but it's continuing without Turk.
Why Turk ain't on the tour no more? Acting like a turkey.
What do you make of Turk getting kicked off the Cash Money Tour after rejecting Birdman's offer of what they were going to pay him?
Okay, well, let me just say this. Birdman didn't offer Turk anything. Birdman don't have nothing to do with that. It's the promoters that have stuff to do with that. Now, it is inside the camp. They are saying it's Juvie, the reason that he got kicked off. Now, Turk's wife, which is his manager, came forward and broke it down to us. What happened, they tried to get Turk less pay. So I respect that they kept it 1,000, saying, like, we got a crew. We got a team. We paid them at least 10 grand to make sure we good. So how can we take less pay? And we got to pay our crew. So I like how she stepped up and let us know that. However, this is the game right now. They already the majority of them already at Turk neck for as the cash, the inside crew.
They've been at his neck.
Right. So now they found the way. Because now all they got to do is have the promoter like, yo, drop his pay. He going to deny that. So now guess what? Due to security risk, all right, Turk is terminated. So now they done found a way where they could get away with it legally.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So they got to be careful with that, because see, Turk them looking like, nah. However, Weezy, BG, Juvie, Bird, once this the strong crew, once they feel some type of way, so now all they gotta do is get with the promoters and be like, listen, tell them we gotta go down on and pay the ticket sale, whatever, to try to get him out the way. That's just a hypothetical.
My thing is, I saw a clip from last night, and basically it showed like the crowd in Chicago went crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I like them hot, the ones who don't tell me this right, guns, I need a project. I didn't know that was Turk. You know what I'm saying? Turk got one of the hardest lines in Cash Money history. In Hot Boy, that's probably the hardest version in Hot Boy's history.
I disagree. And that's just recently started to surface like that. Because I've always been crazy about BG verse. A hot girl is a solid chick. When you listen to BG verse, he's painting a picture of majority of street dudes, jailhouse dudes, the real dudes, how we want our female. A hot girl, a solid chick. If a girl get a line, she a violent chick. She ain't no pest, far from being a whining chick. She mess up, she confess, she ain't no lying chick. Man, say, hot girl. He said, if I go to jail, she press 1 for a player, visits all, money all. So we want money, visits, press, except my collect calls. So a lot of people just catching up. They haven't broke down because everybody slept on Turk verse for so long. And now people catching on the way, that verse, all that.
Right. I like that.
You see what I'm saying?
I just didn't know it was Turk.
Right.
No Turk.
But Turk and Wayne split that verse. Turk said his part, Wayne said his part. Turk come back, Turk did his thing, but look how many years later people come into about, that's a hard verse. That song old. That song like 20-something years old, bro.
Right.
Or close to it. But I've always been a fan of BG. And you go listen to his verse, he break down every street dude what we want in a female. Right. But at the end of the day, you can't make a person like what they want to like.
I noticed in that same situation, the promoter went to jail. Did that have anything to do with the situation with the money that Turk didn't get paid?
The way Turk was saying it, yeah, because he was like, he called him a jinky promoter because it's like, you go turn yourself in at a time when it's kind of, we got to get our back in. So, I like the fact that Turk White his manager spoke out. And she got her receipt, she said what it is, this what it is, they try to low cut us. So the way she put it, like, if they giving Turk a pay cut, then I mean the rest of them had to take pay cuts.
Right.
Now you have to say this here. Let's say if BG getting 50,000. So the man tells Jizzle, okay, I'm gonna need you to take 40,000. I'll give you 20 in the front, 20 on the back. Jizzle still winning. You know what I'm saying? Just to go and rap them old rhymes. So now if Turk was getting 20,000, and now you talking about 10,000, oh, now that ain't gonna work. Cause now I gotta pay my people. I'm getting by paying my bills this week able to work it. But and I like this here, how the crowd rapped Turk verse, right? But you gotta keep in mind, everybody know the song. So of course, when the song on, people gonna go. So you could paint that one way, just like everybody just straight bucks for Turk. But then when you look at it, the people know the song, so they just rap the whole song.
Right.
But after that one verse, then what we got with Turk? What we have. So now they're looking at it like, okay, we really don't need Turk. Because we got the crowd gonna rap your verse for us. We're gonna work that way. So I'm just showing you both ways, you know what I'm saying? So stop laughing like you're being messy, bro. And I'm just trying to break down and show you how a lot of us get caught up in the hype, but we really don't pay attention to it. You know, I'm an analyst, man. You know, and you know, I run a cash money channel.
Right. BG took to the internet to say that Turk had the lowest selling album in Cash Money history. Turk fired back saying that BG did the whole album with Gucci Man. It did nothing. What do you make of the beef between Turk and BG, especially with you saying Juvie is the reason that he's not there? It should be at Juvie, but it's at Turk.
Or Turk, man, I didn't know it was Juvie. See, my inside sources tell me who it was what, right? I like that Turk and Jizzle went to the internet and went at it versus taking it to the streets. Two old heads. You know what I'm saying? So for them two to really, in this day and time, YouTube the new TV. So they gave us something to look at, laugh, and talk and think about, like, whoa, let me see what Turk album sold. Let me see what BG talking about. Let me see what Turk talking about. And what I do like is Turk was tired of being bullied. So Turk, like, man,
I like that for Turk too.
Yeah, man.
He was getting whooped on bad when we was working with him. Right. He was scared to go against them because he was trying to get on that toe.
Man, that's what made me so mad with Turk.
Yeah,
that was
scared,
Turk.
He was scared.
Big fact. Turk even went against me because he thinking that was the wrong thing to do. Like, you know what? Birdman gonna mess with me.
He was still getting bullied on.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, come on, Turk, you down bad. But I like that he stood right. He stood up, started fighting back. Give him my football.
Right. But he winning.
He doing his thing, right? Like
I fight him good. He dropped the album same time.
The album, it's one of the best albums out right now. Yeah, I like it. I know sometimes. Yeah, I listen to it. I know you don't listen to it. You just want our Louisiana background. You want our Cash Money content, but you don't want to support the music, brother. What's up with that?
I got that Joseph.
But tell me one song.
Birdman took it down.
It's back now. And now tell me one song on the album.
Birdman took the album down. I ain't heard him back yet.
Yeah, it's back up. Well, Turk was smart. See, that's what I like about Turk too. He thinking in advance. So it's like the team he got around him, they smart. So it's like, okay, Turk, like, I'm gonna focus on this. Y'all focus on this. So now what happens is Turk created his own app. So when y'all put it off these platforms, he'll come over here, y'all. I still got the album for y'all. But it was a small strategic move on Turk's part. I like that. And I took my time to listen to the album, and he got some stuff that I could relate to on that thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You too, like you hating too, or you, because you have people that you kick it with, and you won't know that they hate me. You would be like, oh man, you too, or you with that too? You know what I'm saying? So I like it. I like his album. Yeah, I like his album.
Yeah. What do you make? What do you make of like Turk saying BG wants to be from his hood? That he wants to be from the Magnolias?
Well, I would say this here. Jizzle hung in the Magnolia. He hung with me. He hung with Hyde. He'd been around all the Stepper, OG out the Bay, the gangsters out the Noya. So Turk could be on to something. But BG rep his hood too, 13th, the Valance. He rep his hood.
Where is he from?
Of 13th Ward, Valance, in Magnolia, a neighborhood right down from the Magnolia Project. So that's a good punch that Turk used, because Jizzle rep the Noya, rap about the Noya, and he ran with a lot of gangsters from the Noya.
Right. But you don't think he's like D-riding the Noya?
No, I wouldn't say he D-riding them, but he talk a lot about the Noya. You trying to throw me in the cross, talking about D-Rod and all. What D-Rod got to do with the man repping the Noe, Tom?
I mean, you know, is the way Turk made it seem like either you was from the Know You back then or you weren't from the Know You back then. And you couldn't claim it if you weren't from it. But I thought he was from the Know You.
Well, I claimed to know you before I got a project, before my mother got a project back there. I was a claim to know you. I wasn't out to know you. Before my mother moved to the Magnolia Project, I was claiming the Magnolia Project at juvenile jail. When I came home, my mother had a project. I was like, yeah, right on. But I just jumped and I know it. Y'all hear that? Know your clap? It's big facts. So, yeah, man, I ain't gonna say D-Rock. I like that he put on for the hood, though. I like the just a rep the hood. But to BG defense, BG hung with the gangsters, though. BG was right there in the mud. So he got a right to, you know what I'm saying? He'd messed with a few females back there. You know, he done laid his hat. He laid his hat down back there. He put the hat on back there now. Yeah, right. Yeah, so he got a right to, yeah.
All right. I like how Giggly, like you don't stay mad at them. Cause you know BG Limlin came for you. You know what I'm saying? And even still you show grace. You know, that'd be hard for a lot of big homies to understand that the little homies is frustrated and they got a reason to be frustrated, but I'm still the big homie. And so I when you down, I'm not gonna stomp you out. You know what I'm saying?
Well, see, too, with me, I learned this social media stuff, you gotta have bulletproof emotion. And I learned that what people say on social media, when they see you in person, they don't mean that. So now people put on a show, an act. Like Charles always say, everybody playing. So I don't take this stuff personal, because my thing is I knew when I was in the street, I was really in the streets. So now I'm on social media, and I got a lot of social media ops, but I don't, once I turn the camera off, I know how to come out of character. Cut, all right, cut. Some people, when they be enrolled, when the people say cut, they still, all right, man, chill out, hey, shit, you gotta shake them. But yeah, I don't get upset about a lot of that stuff. If I can see I can make some money off it, if I can explore the situation, that's what I'm gonna do.
Yo, you gonna do it?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Big facts. Mr. Answer right back. But other than that, man, I wish them brother number the best. But people gotta also understand this. Whenever Cash Money is successful, I'm successful. Be with his BG, Turk, Juvenile, Wayne, Birdman, Fresh. Whenever they're successful, I'm gonna be successful.
Tech Nine, a member of UNLV. UNLV predates the Hot Boys. They're some of the first artists who were signed to Cash Money. I actually had the pleasure of interviewing Lil Ya out of UNLV. A legend, you know what I'm saying, legendary group. Recently Tech Nine was released from prison. And when he got out, he went on the internet to address some rumors about Hot, your op and former friend, and Yellow Boy. And he essentially got on the internet. Like, I mean, as police as it sounds, he got on the internet and said that Stunner put a hit out and Hot executed the hit on Yellow Boy. This is what he said. This is on the internet. I'm not even adding nothing onto it. You know what I'm saying? When you saw that, what did you think about that?
All right, let me just say this here. He didn't recently get out. Take me home for a little while now.
About a year.
Okay, well, the recent get out mean like a few days ago to him. Another thing is this. You know, Tech on that dialysis machine. So I think that kind of messed with his mind, because this is what I don't respect about Tech. Okay, you make this video in honor of your brother that you lost, but then you come right back and take it down and say, y'all, on this porch news, and he never on the porch, he always inside. Man, I got a phone call, y'all, and I took down the video, da-da-da. That's sucker stuff, man. Stand on it. You Tech Nine. You the worstest gun on the market, but you name it the worstest gun, but it's still, you know, you Tech Nine. Stand on what you said, boy. You said that already. Don't take it down now. Because, like I say, I think he be feeling like sometimes, like, man, what you call that? When women menstruation down, like they just be a little grouchy, grumpy, you know.
Menopause?
Yeah, the period, right. So, I think he was having one of those flashback moments, you know what I'm saying? But Tech, interesting character. This is a different side. I don't know this side of Tech jumping on here, talking and doing. I just know Tech for getting high, staying out the way, and rapping. That's the Tech I know.
Well, I heard Tech Nine was a gangster back in his.
Yeah, I heard that too. Must be, what the shorty said, must be two side. Must be two Techs, that's what I'm saying. Tech, you ain't never heard that man with no gangster.
I heard he was
Who you heard that from, Toon?
the streets.
What streets? Not the streets. Don't do that, Tech. Cause Tech, I was calling you Tech. Toon, don't do that. Toon, Tech, all that's the same. That's what I tell you. It ain't the same, huh? You see what I'm saying? It ain't different. Okay, real Toon. So you say he ain't real Tech. That's what they say. Oh, so let me just say this here.
Spider.
It's safe to say this, because me and Tech around the same era.
Right.
So the only story you heard me talk about was Tech having a fight with Slim. So now one will say this here, out of everybody with the Cash Money clique, Uptown, how you fight with Slim? You gonna call Tech a gangster? Stop it, Five. Like, come on, man, don't do that to him, bro.
I'm 6'6", Slim maybe
6'8".
Yes.
But still, Tech ain't never been known to be no gangster. You ain't never heard nobody say Tech was a gangster. You ain't never heard me speak on no hood stories of Tech being a gangster.
But my only thing is, why would he come out now and say that?
Because he goofy. He goofy. Then once a lot of people got on him, he realized like that wasn't the right thing to say. Because if you wasn't there, if you ain't eyewitness there, why you speaking on something, you know? And he just did a song called Internet Rats. How you go from Internet Rats to do this? He put my name in the song. If the Stony Mosquito was home, why, right? So my thing is, you standing on one thing, then you come right back and go and say, okay, they did this, y'all. So now you had people, had them people on the back. And let me tell you what's crazy, bro. Because while I'm in Houston, when I'm riding, coming to the hotel, I saw the cars, you know, there's cars following me. So I see the dark window, I'm thinking, you know, there's my people following me, right? But all the while, it was Tech people, the agents, the detectives following me while I'm in Houston. So Tech put the people on. No, don't edit that. Tech gonna be mad when Tech the video that they say, if a gangster, I'm sick of him. How you sick of me? This is my world. You to my playground. You a rapping dude. You in the boot. You came to my playground, made a few shots in the goal, or threw a few passes. I might have caught a few intercepts, but now you sick of me. Man, bro, I'm about to retire soon from YouTube, but until then, man, hey.
So he took the video down.
Yeah.
You know what I strongly dislike, man, is when you make a video like that and you remove the video and you put up the apology. Many people don't see the apology. Many people don't see you. I didn't see that. I don't know nothing about that. All I know is you came out and said this about Birdman. You know what I'm saying?
And people were screen recorded, so even though you took it down, people already have it. It's already out. People already have copies of that. It took a midday video, reaction videos, took the narrative and ran with it, so you already caused damage. So what he did was like, it's pretty much how you might see a female with a fat butt and like, man, you sweat that thing. She slapping you like, oh, my bad, but the damage been done already. I know you got a soft butt or you got a hard butt. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, man, that was a clown move he did. He continued to do clown stuff. Like his homeboy, Ripper made a video talking respectful to him. Oh, you let me down. Then he did some female stuff. Oh, don't nobody call my phone no more. You ain't hot anyway. Ain't nobody calling you. Nobody not calling you. You ain't do no concert to get in for free. You sure not packing no, you might got to borrow. Y'all got borrows out here in Houston?
I don't know nothing about that.
I don't say, so he might could pack a ballroom, but he got to have y'all there with him. But other than that, nobody not calling your phone because you ain't got nothing going on. You talk about off the porch media or on the porch, something about the porch news, and you inside. So anybody to come on the porch and kick it with you.
Stun.
Oh.
5. Slum.
Birdman. You rub head like Birdman. Shout out to Birdman.
He recently got married.
Cap, but go ahead.
To a woman who he had been dating for, I think, 18 years.
That's Cap. Go ahead.
2 days
Divorce.
after the marriage. 2 days after the marriage. 2 days. 18 years of dating. 2 days after being married. divorced, and she asked for $160 million. Stunner is a man whom is known for the contracts he puts people in. But with her, he didn't get a prenup. What do you make of that situation? Was it fake from the jump?
Shout out to TB. I had a chance to talk to her when I first got to Fed. Very sweet woman.
Tony Braxton?
Right. I don't believe they got married. I think that's a lie. The reason why I think it's a lie because Stunner not gonna do nothing without Slim being there or Slim knowing something about it. Then for her to file for $168 million, Slim got all the money. Stunner and Beazle done spent their money on the island. Oh, say, bro, BXBZ, Bam Bam in the building. Say, bro, listen, bro. A lot of that be fake news, bro. A lot of it be a lot of cap talk to them. Like I said, I don't believe they got married. I believe that's a bunch of bull.
You think that's some bull?
Yeah, I believe that's a bunch of bull.
So you think they just faked the marriage?
Let me show you. So they would have got married. Let me show you. So they would have got married. How Beazle would have been his best man.
So who was there for the wedding?
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Ain't nobody else in the hood. I got plants in everybody camp. And I'm just telling you now, somebody would have said, oh yeah, I remember for the wedding, boy. Somebody would have snuck a picture and we don't see none of that.
Right. Well, maybe they just got married at the courthouse. They didn't.
What courthouse? If they went to the courthouse, somebody gonna see me. Birdman? Courthouse? Come on, man. B's gonna have all that luggage, struggling to tote that luggage. It's gonna be too much, bro. So they would have saw that, bro.
Well, why would they do that type of publicity stunt, right?
It wasn't them. Bird ain't with that. Now somebody else might have pulled that out and said that or whatever the case may be.
Well, they didn't deny it.
Who did anybody ever interview Bird to ask him that? I think so. What we gotta do is this, Tone. They're heading to Detroit right now. We need to pack up, leave Houston, go to Detroit, and soon we catch them, pull up at the whatever hotel. Hey, let's take the mic. Bird, did you marry Tony? Is it true, you guys? You know, the people we doing paparazzi and TMZ now. Right. We gotta do that, bro. Because like I say, bro, nobody in the camp know nothing about that, bro. I went high and low. I flipped that camp, trying to find out what was going on, what happened, bro. And once I find out Slim ain't know nothing about that, Slim wasn't there for no wedding stuff, that's bull. That's bull. So, yeah, I don't believe that.
Right. Does Birdman make his relationships public like that?
Not really. Not really, because he's madly in love with a certain woman. I'm not at liberty to speak on that part, but he don't make his no. You want that low pad.
Well, no, I saw that too, and I saw that was one of the reasons for the divorce.
Who you mess with?
I'm not sure the name.
But what you saw?
That he had some woman, or somewhere around, I don't know,
him and Oprah.
after Darren.
You knew about him and Oprah?
I don't know who it was. But I'm just saying that if he's a type of person to keep his relationships private, it is possible that they could have gotten there.
Yeah, that's possible. I'm always going to leave some room for some possibility. But I don't believe they got married to him. I just don't. I can be wrong. Somebody produced the information. I mean, give me the proof. Where did they get married at? What courthouse did they go to? Justice and peace. You know, because I got 3 women I done married already. And nobody never, but they keep it inside. They ain't say nothing. I got 3 different married in 3 different states.
Right.
Yeah, you don't believe me, right?
I do. You gonna believe it too?
You was the money.
Oh yeah, I'll get there.
But I'd say I got the we got married the United States way. Yeah, I got certificates for that.
Right. Look.
No, I'm just capping. But anyway, yeah, but go ahead to
Boosie. Shout out little Boosie. One of your biggest ops.
That's what keeps me on. That's what started me out. He gave me the alley-oop. Unintentionally.
I recently did an interview with the guy named Hoover Gunk. I'm not sure if you saw the interview.
No, I never heard of that.
Well, it's been going viral. It went to World Star. Everybody's talking about it. Essentially, he claims in the interview that he jammed Boosie up at a concert in California with about 200 Hoovers, and they didn't let Boosie leave because Boosie was complaining about not receiving his back end from Live Nation. Yet, at the same time, TQ, I suppose Boosie's brother, had taken the money that the Hoovers had given him and, did whatever with it. Long story short, Gumby claims he held him for ransom and didn't let him leave until some understanding was gotten. When you saw that, what was your thought?
First off, you talking about some real street dudes, some gangsters. So you say it was a bunch of Hoover Crips that held him, right?
Hoover criminals.
Hoover criminals, excuse me. What can a man do? I don't care how hard how gangster you are. You got 10, 15, 20 guys pulling up like, what's up with our money? What's up with our business? What can you do? Because you in somebody else's state and you ain't got a stick pin on you. So you got to get in line. You got to get in compliance until you can make it onto your family. So shout out to Boosie because you got to think in these situations. You can't go with that tough guy stuff. Because instead of you flying home in the people chair, you've been flying home in that box. And they got 3 different ways they hold in the box. You got the sideways, some people they hand here, or they had a hand, you know what I'm talking about? So you pick your choice how you want your hand to be held, positioned. So shout out to Boosie for working that out. I did see that too. But at the end of the day, something had to work out in his favor. He made it. From Cali, right? You say in Cali?
Yeah.
No, yeah.
And it's dangerous out there.
Yeah, that's a fact. Because them dudes politic with one another. So it's like they got their groups. Well, he over here, he on the... Oh, man, so yeah, a lot of us from the South, we shoot up there to Cali, Los Angeles, whatever, and be like, man, it's all love. And it be love in some cases, but if you get out of line, you see, they gonna park you down. Them boys ain't playing out there, man. That's why I'm happy I ain't got no problem.
He did say that Boosie was still cocky. You know what I'm saying? He still was who he was, I guess that counts.
Yeah, because let me show you why Boosie could still be cocky who he is, who could be who he is, because I don't have y'all money. I ain't get the money. Who y'all gave it to? And then in Boosie, y'all trying to run a play on me? Y'all trying to start me or whatever the case may be, but...
And apparently they gave it to his brother. So this may have been, we was on Boosie's road when that stuff happened with his brother. But if Boosie was held at gunpoint because of something that TQ did, it's like the tables to me have turned. Instead of Boosie looking bad, this is bad on TQ. You don't put your brother in no situation like that.
Yeah, but you understand him and his brother not seeing eye to eye anyway.
This is before that. When this situation with Gumby happened, he's talking about like earlier when he first got out of prison.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so Gumby was exonerated. He was given millions of dollars or whatever, and some of that money he used to invest in promoting. And he got burnt. And he got burnt by Boosie, but he got burnt by TQ. All that Gumby didn't come.
Well, let me say this. So don't be saying you got burnt by Boosie, cause Boosie ain't burning him, bro. Boosie still my homeboy now. Then you from Texas and I'm from Louisiana, bro.
So that's from Boosie.
All right, don't get that straight. All right, cool. Shout out.
I mess from Boosie.
Boosie bad.
Yeah.
Nah, for real, bro. I don't know what happened with that tune. Cause I got all Boosie wave, bro. I had to find other stuff to do, bro. Shout out to Boosie, help me out. But I stopped. Boosie told me to leave him alone. Top said his name. He gonna stop saying my name. I want him to say my name. But Boosie ain't been doing nothing where I could get on him. So I just been focusing on other stuff. How did you find, you be interviewing a lot of people. How was you able to interview that bro?
Who?
Gumby.
OG Gumby? That was a play brought to me by the Hoover from Texas. My boy Solo, the Sinless. BG Selly. Yeah, BG Selly.
Putting emphasis on that thing. I wish they could see you stepping with it I got
because you cut it, some bills cash money time, and I wanted it to be known,
Okay, that you plug.
Yeah. Yeah, you had BG other Sally Pierre under your wing.
How you was doing, bro?
He was under your wing, you tell me, you ain't something nothing.
What is his name?
You had him come here work for you, something that you don't even remember his name.
What we used to call him? Not P.L.
TT.
TT. TT Naughty, bro. Shout out to TT Naughty, bro. Nah, bro. TT had the internet on fire at one time, too, bro. He sure did. You know, everybody, you know what I know about this internet, bro? Everybody have a run.
Yeah.
Everybody had their run.
Yeah.
So,
And that's why I have to congratulate you when we first started. Cause
yeah, I appreciate that, bro.
I mean, you see people in here. Is only a few of us still here. It seemed like, especially on YouTube, you know what I'm saying, and making an impact, still shaking up the culture. Like, there's only a couple of us doing it at that level. You know what I'm saying? And for you to be doing that, man, it's amazing.
But it really be the haters, though. You got to keep back. So many people hate me. So many people don't like that I've become so successful to they'll find in let they even come up with lies now to try to tear me down. But they're not hurting the bag. They're helping me. Right. The internet love lies. Right. So when you come on that bag, should be saying stuff. If I feel like you get enough number where I can answer you back, that's what I'm going to do.
Miss the answer right back.
Big facts.
I got to ask you, as I prepare to get up out of here, about your relationship with Ripper out the milk. And his brother. I've seen you interview both of them, Skip and Ripper.
Sick with it.
Yeah, sick with it.
Yeah, Skip and Ripper the same person. Sick with it. Don't mess the names up, bro.
Oh, no problems. My thing with this, right, is I saw an interview on the Real Report where Ripper essentially talked about killing one of your homeboys, one of the original
Hot Boy. I was there.
not one of the rappers,
Right.
but one of the original. Yeah. Oh, you were there when he killed him.
Right.
You witnessed him kill him.
Right.
And yet, years later, and this is New Orleans now, and then y'all was having words on the internet. New Orleans usually isn't so forgiving. I'm sure that people who associate with you probably don't even like that you're dealing with Ripper like that. Why would you put him on your platform? I understand forgiving him, but going as far as to put him on your platform and even give him opportunities to get money. I know how you do. You be putting people on. Why would you do that?
All right, let me clear this, because in the same thing with the gang spitter did when he put me with this other guy. I'm not local. I'm not just New Orleans. So I would appreciate if people stop trying to put me in that box, because I've surpassed that. Shout out to my city. I love my city, born and raised there. I'm always rep that, but I'm not New Orleans no more. When I come home, I stayed there for a day or two. I've been staying in Texas ever since. As far as Ripper, once you say, okay, I got myself together, I denounced the streets, I'm no longer with that, I'm focusing here. That's always a thought in your mind, and that's something you tell your people, right? But it's not until you really act upon it that you like, okay, I've really changed my life, I'm not really with that no more. That's like, no. Now, once you face the person, because you know, a person always to say, I always tell people, you don't know what you would do until you put in that situation. It's like you can always say, oh, when I catch him, I don't care where it's at, on site or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But when you see a person, you might be in a different mood, and what you were saying then might not happen then. Like it's a true story. Hot kicked at the door, and there's a dude, I was out of town, there's a dude was in the house hitting his girl, dude really running around naked, whatever, in the house. He ain't do nothing, he just left. Usually somebody kicking the door and your girl in that nigga, the dude beating her back out, you gonna up that tootie and get the air and everything out, even the picture frame. But so back to Ripple, my thing was, after I sat down with Diesel, and he was like, well, homie, you know, you be doing this, and this, you got to chill, you help people, da, da, da. When you gonna sit down with Ripper, because that's a big part of your life where it's like, okay, I put this behind me. That's a big test for you. I don't let the Diesel like, man, we driving, right? So I left it alone, then a little while, what did we ride? I said, call Ripper. He looked, huh? I said, call him. And he called him, and I just started joking with him. Right out the door, he fell right in, was laughing and joking too. So, while like it's in to address the part where you say a lot of people, my friends, whatever around me don't like that. First of all, I don't have nothing but a handful of people around me. Everybody can't come around me. That's number one. And if you're around me, what is your purpose? Like, I don't have goofies around me. I don't have yes man around me. I don't have somebody around me. They're their own boss. They get money. And you helping me become better. We helping one another, and we building. You should know, because you watched me from the beginning. I don't care what nobody say. They don't pay my bills. I started from the bottom. I can't own nothing. You know, so I don't care. That's the thing. And I always speak with them youngsters about peer pressure. Stop worrying about what somebody else says. Don't worry about what the people say. You got to focus. You got to say, this is what I want for myself. So with me, with my journey, it's like, I've been in the streets, now I'm on the internet, and I'm also speaking with these children. So yeah, I clown and play on the internet, but my thing is, I don't want to live that life no more, because I know if I live that life or if I relapse, it's like 20 people I want to kill anyway. I be just sitting down thinking, like, I'm him, he, and then you got this new wave of internet clowns. So I'm saying to myself, I jump out, I might well go entertain them too, go knock on their door, go pull up on them, and you know what I'm saying? So I ain't about to be focusing on that stuff. I did 23 years, 10 months in prison, bro. I don't never want to go back to prison. So I think for me and them, I stay out their way. But as far as somebody being mad, I don't care what I did, sit down and ripple, they don't pay my bills, I don't care. Because they're going to be mad with me today or tomorrow, and then the next day or next week, they're going to be back. Oh, I like what you're doing, boy. I appreciate this, da-da-da-da. You know what I'm saying? Can't please everybody. I'm not trying to please everybody. And I'm happy with the decision I made. That's what counts.
I did want to ask you, because Charleston White, your man Charleston White,
Shout out to Charleston White,
got somebody from Nashville on the phone with him, and they said many reports came out, and I think Turk even had some of it on his page, that they got robbed in Nashville. Turk and BG.
I saw that. I saw what Charles, what that? Because, you know, they're going to get Charles. Charles is going to go off. But what it was this. When they use the word rob, they didn't mean like rob at gunpoint, come here, give me your jury, shake you down. No. They were talking about what happened. Like, oh, they got robbed. Boy, they didn't get their money for coming to their city to perform. Shout out to Nashville, too. So.
Oh, nobody got their money.
Well, you know, they got the beginning and they didn't get the back end.
Sure.
But they got it because they performed, so they got some money. BG, Juvie, Stunner, you know, Fresh, they got some money. I don't know if they got everything that's put together. But though that concert was canceled, my bad, Nashville concert was canceled. But the next concert, when it just went to Chicago, shout out to the Shy. But yeah, so when he was talking about rob, he wasn't talking about come here, lay down, or come here, boy, remember it. No, he was talking about, oh, they got robbed, meaning like they didn't get their money for it from the promoter. So, you know, it's all kind of forms of robbery. So when they were talking about got robbed, they were talking about that. BG ain't never been robbed.
Yeah, I was wondering, it didn't make sense.
And that's another reason why I respect how Turk manager spoke up and said, Turk decided not to take less money because we got a team we got to pay. Meaning we got them people security, our hitters and people coming with us. We got to hit them people hand. They got to make sure we make it back home safe to our family. So what you think what Jizzle do? He riding with gangsters. You saw with Stunner, he had them people with them things out in their hand, like, don't play with me. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, they know Charles is going to cut up. What? They know Charles is going to cut up, bro. So, yeah, that was miscommunication.
You have a son right now who's in prison for murder. I want to say he was already sentenced.
No, not yet.
He's still awaiting. What's he facing right now?
Life.
Without the possibility of parole?
Yeah, he in the feds.
K-Song is Julio Fulio's eye. So Julio Fulio used to scream out, you know, baby or whatever the case may be. Queso's locked up right now for allegedly killing baby. His friend testified against him, took the stand, pointed him out. That's not shocking, right? Especially in 2025, like that's going away. His father got up on the stand, pointed him out, and said, "Is that your son?" And my question to you, because you have a son in that situation, And you being home now, you know how precious life is. What do you make of his father testifying against him in that situation?
Boy, that's a hard one. I would say his father was locked up, and his father was a legend where he was locked up, and a lot of people looked up to him. Same situation with me. And like I say, you could never say, oh, I wouldn't do this. Or you could say, well, a lot of us say, oh, I would never tell my son, oh, this on my. But you got people that have done this before, right? Me personally, that would be a hard with me sitting in that courtroom saying my son took somebody's life, took a life. Like, I know that this kill him in itself. To really point my son out and say, yeah, he did this, who. Yeah, that one there, that's what I know for sure I'm not doing. Now, in my old age, if my son in the wind and spray something now, civilian me, anytime my dad come pick me up, and then I go pick him up and they didn't kill somebody, I got to tell the people. I got to tell the truth now. Got to put it in the law hand. Son, you going to jail. You there? I can't go. I can't. No, man. I can't, bro. I can't do it, man. Why are you going to call me and put me under that situation, bro? All these people you know you could have called. Catch a lift. Call an Uber. Don't put, man, all right? Son, you call me. You ain't going to tell her where I am? I got you. Don't worry. I got it. Yeah, man. There was something going down. Because now you put me in a situation where you taking me from my family or what I got going on. I ain't had nothing to do with that. Now, I never looked into the whole story because some people saying the pop knew they went to go slide or whatever and he called, man, come get us now, whatever. A lot of stuff, man, don't even much interest me. A lot of stuff I don't must be paying attention to. And that could be bad for me for us because I'm in the social media world. But some stuff I don't want to be caring about. Some stuff I must look into. And especially when it come down to telling, you know, I really don't got no leg to stand on it to speak on people who snitching, you know?
You got all the leg to stand on.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, like, I don't have like some people say, man, you don't got no right to do that. You ain't qualified to do that. You violated, so we don't hear nothing you got to say about that.
To me, it's...
yeah, I understand it. That's a different argument.
Right.
But...
because if civilians have a say-so, then you don't got to say so.
That's a fact. And they always poetic.
Lago got to say so.
They always put me off in different. They'll put me, you read it, and then they'll come back, but and they hold me to the street standards. Like, I be tripping all that too. But, man, I ain't gonna lie, my heart went out to the little boy just to see his father get up there. I was like, man, they said it to me, I ain't want to look at it. Because I was like, man, it's somebody you use your semen, went to the lady, boom, you got a son, you took, I don't know their relationship growing up, but just the fact that this your son and you up there like, yeah, now you got to send your son away for the rest of his life. That would know, man.
And outside of the testimonies, I don't even think the evidence was sufficient enough for smooth conviction without a reasonable doubt. You know what I'm saying?
They in the fear of the state.
They against the feds.
And this was going to happen. Because it happened to my son. Me and Diesel sat for the whole 2 weeks. Nobody eyewitnessed my son or his co-defendants allegedly do these homicides. Co-defendants and people in jail came and said, well, he told us he did it. They told us they did it. And they got found guilty off. They told us this. Not, oh, y'all seen it, oh, here go the gun. No. So federal is a different animal, different beast that you fight with them. And the crazy part about it, my son had a RICO. They found him guilty. They said guilty for 2 homicides in a RICO gang violence. Not guilty for causing homicide with the gun. How the little boys got killed with a gun, right? So you said not guilty for that, but guilty for that. I'm like, so that's why they take it so long to get sentenced, because they trying to see something about the jury and check out the minutes because he might get a new trial. But that dad and the son, I mean, that's something I would like to talk to him. Either like, you comfortable with that? Like how you feel about it? Well, one thing we got to say, comfortable with it, because we ain't hear nothing about him commit suicide. Because some people be like, man, I can't believe I did that and just take their own life. But we ain't hear nothing bad about that, so Pop might be eating Popeye's chicken right now. Might tell us something, boy, I got you, boy, I'm gonna look out for you.
It is like you gave us 2 answers right there. So was he right or was he wrong?
It's up for y'all to decide. I can't say right or wrong. I just gave the 2 answers like you asked me for. So in my mind and heart, I don't know what they offered. I don't know what he was up against. And he might have felt like I did my time. Boy, I can't go do this one here. Son, I love you, but you gotta go lay down. Yeah, that's the best I could do. Let your comments, people in your comments say what he did. Cause you know, you got a young fan base, so they gonna be, man, you know, they slide, they gonna get rat, you da da da. You know, let them, but me personally, I can't, it's certain things I wouldn't do. Like I've been saying for years, I could have been did certain stuff. Right. So on one hand, man, that's hurt. That's a shocking, hurting moment just to see the pops up there. Like, you know, we used to our best friend, homies. Like we'd be like, man, my day one, but my dad, that's a whole different animal there.
Right. OG Giggity, man. Terrance Gangsta Williams, RealToon TV. I appreciate you as always. You know what I'm saying, coming through. You know what I'm saying, showing us love when you don't got to. You know, you feel you big now.
RealToon. Now let me tell you something. I ain't gonna never forget where I come from. Me and you been going at it for years and years. We've been helping each other out, talking behind the scenes, what I should do to improve my channel. So I ain't gonna never forget where I come from, Tone. Yeah, I don't rock like that.
I have to ask you though, 607
That's sissy, yeah, what's up?
What y'all got going on? You know, when I introduced y'all to, I was thinking some good content could come out of that. You know what I'm saying? And from that, I believe Unc blew up from my introduction. You know, then you took him to real life, and you know he continued to elevate. He got on no jumper. Shout out to Unc. I like what I'm doing. But it just seemed like you steady be getting played.
Why you feel like that?
I just looked at your title.
That is my bad.
Yeah, no, well,
Well, it's not his title. It's the dude Keon Capone title. Keon Capone the one put them crazy titles up to get the people, right? But I will say this here, like, Unc came to me after you put us together, was like, man, I want to blow up. I want to do like Charleston White. Man, hook me up with the people with the blue couch. So I got you. Put them together. Blah, blah, blah. So he was doing it for free at first, you know what I'm saying, until he got up blowing up. Then he started realizing, like, he got the disc, he got to say certain stuff to come up. So certain people, because I was trying to put him and Charles White together, but he started just going too far with it. I witnessed Unc giving, I'm not going to say who the little boy is, because I wasn't supposed to see this. I saw him giving one of them young boys oral sex. Yeah, he was giving a dude head. And I was like, whoa, he got mad.
Come on, you don't do that.
Listen, man, he got mad with one of the dudes, and he told the dude, oh, why you let him get in here? You supposed to be standing by the door. So, like, man, what? So 607 Unc is really a punk. Whenever you got somebody saying 607 Unc and not the punk is reverse. Yeah, man, he like to keep young. You don't know he keep young boys around. You never notice that? You never know you don't keep no old heads around.
Yeah, but when I talk about
young boys, jewelry and all that stuff, go ahead.
I talked to Unc about that, and basically he feels like he can't learn nothing from the old heads. The youngsters is the future. The youngsters,
you gonna learn something from some of the young dummies. Young dummy that need guidance. Come on, bro. You gonna go for that excuse? That's like that's the average pedophile, the average person who take advantage of young people. That's what they gonna say. I can't learn nothing from them. That's why I hang around the youngsters. Bro, stop it. You already got the knowledge, so you should be trying to teach them until you hang around and learn it. Man, that's a bunch of bull, bro. He let them little boy put them dildos in his butt and he just a freak.
Stop it, OG. Stop.
All right, well, I'm gonna stop it then. At the camera off.
I know.
Shout out to Bam Bam.
I thought you and Unc was.
Unc is a punk.
I didn't know it was smoke.
Unc is a sissy. Unc like to do oral with no hands.
Hey, RealToon, it's some real money in the room.